Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. I hope that you're doing well. I have this beautiful kit called Cozy Winter by Two Little Bees, and I wanted to pull in a winter cozy kit, and this was obviously perfect. It's the name of the kit, right? So even though it's got some Christmas or holiday elements to it, I felt like it was still pretty neutral for a good winter week. So I think this is the second week of January, and we are now at the end of February, so I have a lot of catching up to do. I will be bouncing around in my plan with me just because I do want to plan some more fun, relevant weeks that passed in February, and January was kind of just like mundane stuff, but I will eventually get to it. So with that being said, just know I will be bouncing around in my planner, and I hope you're cool with that. But yeah, so I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I posted a plan with me, it feels like. I had a whole vlog kick, and I still am enjoying doing vlogs. I'm just really only doing them when I'm doing fun stuff. So I think my next vlog will have a lot of elements of just like random days from like a combination of a few weeks of fun things that happened. There's really no rhyme or reason to the timeline or the orientation. Is that the right word? Or yeah, the sequence of events. There's really no rhyme or reason. So I'm pulling in the torn paper strips and also some day covers from the Gathered Layers and Panda Bird Design collection. These have the snowflakes and they are perfect. I loved that this kit was definitely more muted, like earthy, darker tones. And normally when I think of like snow, I don't think of that. I think of like a lot of blues and like icicles and stuff like that, or colors that reflect that. These colors were definitely more fall to me, but I think the intention was to make it like cozy, which is a little bit more like dark. And I really loved that because it was a different take on a winter kit, and it definitely was so beautiful. I loved all the browns. I was able to pull in some other gingerbread men and other brown elements from other kits I've used during the holidays, and it was just really, really fun. So I know I'm doing a lot, or what seems like a lot in the day cover section, even though I feel like I'm still not using as many pieces as I would have like maybe most of 2022. But I've been craving just using the day covers that have come with kits. And I did that with my New Year's kit from Miss and Meow at the beginning of the year for this new planner. And I'm just really craving that. I really want some simplicity again. And even though I'll still add like decorative journaling elements in that space, I think just using the day covers that come with the kit will make it a little bit more simple and kind of like the old days. Don't get me wrong, I still definitely love making my own day cover section by using journaling and decorative elements and doing like freehand day cover deco with the day scripts. And I feel like using the Gathered Layers day covers, that still makes it easy because it's just like a regular day cover and it's already super decorated, so I don't have to do too much as well. But I've been just, feeling kind of bad not using the day covers that come with the kits, and it also depends on the format and the style and the kit I'm using, of course. But I might go back to doing that in like the next couple of Plan With Me's. I've just been craving it. I don't know if you crave doing different things in your planners. Let me know if you do, because I feel like I'm definitely in that boat right now. And the date dots, by the way, are from Sadie Stickers. I usually only use date dots from Sadie Stickers. I have a very large collection from her shop. She just has been pumping out like a good variety, and I think these are like the typewriter ones, but I really love the kind of vibe it came with, or that it gave this kit. So also sprinkling some snowflakes and dot clusters. Oh my god, guys, I can't talk. I'm so sorry. I'm just sprinkling a bunch of accents and snowflakes everywhere. And the January script is from Crafts by Towie. So I'm going to say this again, and I'm sure that Lauren has talked about this enough, and Tay has talked about it at this point too. But I really would love for more torn papers to be like simple, like the torn paper stickers, like you can see here in the January section. That has a floral pattern which is so busy, and it's hard to layer with, because if there's a floral pattern on a torn paper or a box, it's too much, and you can't really, if you wanted to write on a box, you couldn't write on it because there's floral. That's why a lot of people will put like whited out boxes in floral boxes, because it's just too patterned. And that's really the same case as well with torn paper. I think the thing is, like with torn paper, when it first came out, it was like we weren't really sure if people were using it or were just using it by themselves, how it was really intended for a journaling spread. But with our style of planning, I feel like torn paper is used so differently. It's used to layer a lot, and it's hard to layer a lot when there's a very heavy floral pattern, because we like to layer with florals and other shapes and other elements. So it's really hard to layer with torn paper if it's floral. So I can see where, like, as a shop owner, it's kind of like hard to do, not like, it's kind of hard not to do both and offer both, because people do purchase journaling sheets just for the purpose of it being like a journaling sheet, and have like the torn paper stand on its own. But with our style of planning, it's just very challenging to layer with it because it's so heavily patterned, and it's just hard for us to do what we love to do, which is, layering and doing a ton of just extra. So with that being said, it would just be cool if shops would maybe offer like different like torn paper add-ons now, and whether it be like, I love like the grid design or something simple, or it kind of looks like burlap, or I don't know what the other designs are, maybe watercolor or just a solid print. But what I really like of the torn paper is the actual torn paper look. And when there's so much pattern on it, I think you kind of take away from the torn look because it gets so busy you don't really notice it's there anymore. And like I said, it's really intended to be on its own if you're a journaler and you see that whole torn paper effect. At least that's what I've seen in a lot of journaling spreads, is that the torn paper sits alone and it looks gorgeous by itself. But with what we do, it's just kind of hard to do both things and please all parties, I guess, right? But that's just my opinion and take on it, and just to kind of piggyback off of what Lauren's been talking about and then Tay mentioned as well. So here I'm just putting this beautiful window scene that came with the journaling page in the sidebar. I love the bears. They're so cute, the little cub. And just pulling in these dividers by Sadie Stickers. They are some of my favorite. So I moved around all of the full boxes way too much. It was just not to my liking. Not really sure why I was being incredibly picky with that, but I don't know if you guys ever done that. And it is challenging if you leave it on the sheet too long and then you decide to move it, and it's just a whole hassle. But I try to move it right away. I just don't have the patience. Like, I've seen Diana of Memories That Stick. I've seen her like cut out the boxes and just move them around like a puzzle piece. And that usually helps out, so you can decide where you want to place it down. So I'm not really sure where I left off. I did that part of the voiceover this afternoon, and it's now nighttime, so forgive me for that. But we are on the day by day now, and I struggled for whatever reason during the day by day. I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to plan, and my spacing was just not working out for whatever reason. I felt like I was trying to do too much. Bless you, bud. I was trying to do too much and use everything that came with the kit, because Maria's kits are very deluxe, and I always feel like I need to use everything because I have so much. And in turn, I end up getting very overwhelmed and also like feeling bad if I don't pull in everything. So that is basically what happened. And I had to redo this section several times. Thankfully, I was able to just edit that part out. But to mark meetings, I used a lot of my leftover stickers, and most of them are from Miss and Meow kits. I have these clipboards to mark my meetings, and the beautiful, beautiful like floral greenery trim that I pulled in, those are from Panda Bird Design. They are so stunning. I did 1 hour of cardio on the elliptical, and then I also redecorated the living area because this is the week after I got rid of all of my Christmas decor. So I went and got like a few like pieces to complete some of the shelves that were a little bit empty. And also I wanted to rearrange it because before it was just really cluttered looking, like I had 3 or 4 things in each of my built-in shelves. And moving forward, I wanted like maybe 1 or 2 things. Like if it was a larger piece, I would just only have that. And if they were small to medium pieces, I would have like 2 on a shelf. I just want it to be more minimal and just clean. And it also helps out because when I dust, I don't want to lift up so many things. And when I want to wipe down counters, it's definitely easier to clean when you don't have so much on like a surface area. So I used the house from my dear stationery to mark that. I did pull in foiled and colored icons. I felt like this kit was a pretty good balance to be able to do that. And the colors were very dark, so it was hard to pull in a lot of white dear stationery icons unless I pulled in like the pink. And then there are some white icons from her shop, or like the yellow one. So I felt like I was very limited. But with that being said, I also had a state inspection. It was a very productive day. And I had a massage, and then we grabbed dinner at our favorite Japanese spot. And then I hit 12.5 thousand steps this day. So that was very, very accomplishing. And is that the right word? I was very proud of myself. Okay, so on Tuesday, I took Jace on a walk. I love that leash. That is from JK Creates Co. And I just love the way it looks. It's really, really cute. I love different kind of leash stickers. They're just adorable because I take Jace on a walk every single day. or I try my best to. Unless it's raining outside, he hates rain, so he will not want to go. Even though I try to push him to go outside, he refuses to. And I really do have to like encourage him to go on the grass to potty. But he is not a fan of water, even with baths. It's very funny. So I had a dentist appointment on Tuesday, and I used a Crafts by Towie like calendar to mark that, just to mark an appointment. I thought that was really cute. And the tooth icon is from White Deer Stationery. And I put a little snowflake in the corner to make it look like it was shining, or kind of like sparkling, I guess. I don't know. I like my, usual cleaning, and I was struggling so hard to find a dentist around me that had an opening. For whatever reason, they have been booked out, and some of my insurance stuff changed, and it was just kind of like a huge headache, and I was like, whatever. But thankfully, I didn't have any cavities. Like, things were really, really great despite a longer wait for me to get a cleaning. And I also am so happy marking this on this day because I met one of my good friends. She is my dental hygienist now. She's my new dental hygienist, and I'm really, really glad the world brought us together. For whatever reason, she has easily become a really good friend in just a short time I've known her. So I've known her for 2 months, and I feel like I've known her forever. We have so much in common. We're the same age, and same with her husband, and we don't have kids. It's just really cool to be able to have, a couple friend to just call up and hang out with. And I just feel like we've hung out literally every single week since we've met, and it's really cool. I'm just very, very happy. We have so much in common, and she's really sweet. So let's see. And I don't know, I guess I can kind of say this, but let me know if it's been hard to find friends in general. I just feel like the older I'm getting, it's been very challenging to find friends, especially because Greg and I don't have children, and I feel like a lot of our friends, now are married and have kids, and it's really hard to hang out with them as much. And it's just nice to be able to find another couple that is kind of on the same, dealing with the same thing. So we have a lot in common and can relate and hang out. And it's just refreshing, but I'm just finding it very, very hard to find new friends. I love my planner friends, but I can't see them because we're all spread around the entire country and the world, But if I could have it my way, I would have all of us in a little town, and we would all hang out all the time. But that's not the case. So it's definitely been challenging the older I've gotten to make new friends. And I'm very thankful for the ones I do have. I can count my best friends on one hand, and I'm totally content with that. But it's just very, very sad and challenging when I can't see them as much as I would like to, because one of my love languages is quality time, and I struggle a lot when I can't spend quality time with my loved ones, and it's really hard on me, and that's something I've been really struggling with. And thankfully, Greg's my best friend, so it works out. And I have my sister, and she's my best friend too, and we hang out all the time. But it's just a little bit different. So I'm trying to kind of ride this chapter and figure it out. It's a very odd chapter or transition. Anyways, okay. I don't know where I left off, but I had 4 meetings on Tuesday. I did a planning session that was really fun, and I love the way I marked that. It's so cute. The florals in this kit were really, really fun to play with. And then I also did cardio, and I did a leg workout as well. And on Wednesday, I took Jason on a walk. I had physical therapy as well. I'm saying WALK multiple times, and his ears keep perking up because he's right next to my feet, but sadly we can't right now because it's raining. And then I had one meeting this day, and I had a wax appointment, and then I finished reading We Are All the Same in the Dark, and then we grabbed takeout that night. I have been bad about reading. I don't know what it is, but I think I just read so much so fast. I'm just kind of I fell out of I don't know. This is really bad because if you're a reader and an avid reader, you probably what? But I've just been, I don't know. I've just been doing other stuff and focusing more on health and fitness, and then also just quality time, watching movies and playing games with my family. So it's been really hard to have any alone time. So I think that's the main part of it, is just having the alone time, and being still to be able to read. But I think as soon as I pick up the book again and keep going, or pick up a book again, I'll be fine. But it's just been hard to get that alone time, because we have been doing something social and interactive literally every single week and weekend, and it has been draining. My social battery is completely drained. It has been nonstop all of February and some of January, the tail end of January. It's been go, go, go. So really happy to be chilling. There's a lot going on in this voiceover, guys, so sorry. My sister is showering and her bathroom is adjacent to my planner room, so you know, can't really go anywhere else. There's a lot going on in the house. But on Thursday, had 4 meetings, trained back and biceps, and also did cardio this day. Took Jace on a walk right after, and I loved pulling in the boots that came with the deco and the kit. It is just so adorable. I thought that was a really perfect way to mark a walk. I love being able to do that. If the clip art pieces and like deco are very versatile, like I will totally use that. Like if there's a candle, I'll just use that to mark relaxing or hanging out or watching a movie. And then if there are boots, even though I like don't really always walk in boots, I usually walk in tennis shoes or just like my slides, I will still use it because I feel like it kind of makes sense still and it's relevant and it's just really cute, and it's a cute way to use the deco pieces and it ends up matching the whole kit. So I love the way I marked planning session at the bottom of Thursday. I'm obsessed with it. I was going to do something else and use the box, but I just loved this like larger piece of the planners that are laid out and just looks so cute. I added a floral and then also a planner sesh script from Paper Trail Plans. And then we watched Only Murders in the Building. I have been slowly trying to finish the show, but my sister and I like to watch it together. So only when we have time to watch it together, we will. And I think that's also another reason why I haven't been reading as much, is because she has been wanting me to watch so many different shows and movies, and I'm trying to make time for everybody and for everything, and it's just really hard. So I just need some time alone. I've been craving a lot of me time. I have a lot of videos I want to catch up on, and I just have been so behind since the Galentine's planner event. I just feel like I just fell off the wagon. So I really want to get back on everything, and I miss planning. Like I really do. Like I'm very glad and thankful for moments where I do kind of fall off, because it helps me realize like how much I do love this hobby and I miss it so much. And it's just really great. So I hit 10,000 steps Thursday. Oh yeah, so I actually set up my pocket planner, and I'm using my pocket planner mostly for like my habits and tracking those kinds of things, whether it's fitness, mental health, like whatever. It's just really nice because it's a small enough planner that I can bring it around with me. And usually it's kind of just like my drop notes down on anything related to anything I track in my life. So it's like a really quick brain dump kind of planner because it's so small, and I'm able to kind of just do that in certain areas. So I love that, and I have it next to my nightstand usually, so I can jot down all of my things that I track before I go to bed. And I was so proud of myself. I did so well January and February, like just how much I walked, how much I exercised, and just being consistent. And that's something I used to struggle with so much. So I'm just really proud of myself, even if it's something really small. Like I'm just glad that I moved. So Friday, I took Jace on a walk, had physical therapy in the morning. I did cardio and then chest and triceps, and then had a massage. You guys can see the theme here. Exercising, physical therapy, and getting massages because I desperately need them at times with the injury that I have. And then I made spring rolls. Yeah, so my family and I, we made spring rolls this night, and it was really yummy. Really quick, easy, healthy option. So Saturday, took Jace on a walk, filmed a ton of Instagram reels, I guess, and then did cardio on the elliptical and trained shoulders. And then I printed a bunch of inserts from my pocket. And as you can see now, like this was January 14th. And I feel like I just really put together my pocket the end of February. Like I had just had so much going on from then until now that I haven't had a chance to really sit down, cut all the inserts, because, you know, printing and cutting is so time consuming. And printing is so time consuming just because I want to make sure that it like prints properly back to back and on the right side, the short, long edge, all that good stuff. It's very time consuming. Okay, and then I had sushi at nighttime, and I know I used like the deco piece with the s'mores, but I just felt like it was still kind of cute to use that as like a little scene, but also it's still food even though it's not sushi. And then on Sunday, I slept in, took Jace on a walk, put on some makeup, and then we went and had a really nice family day. We went to this Filipino restaurant. It was actually quite far. It was a little bit far. It was like 45 minutes away. But the chef and the owners are from the same province as myself and my mom, and same province that we're from in the Philippines. And the owner is actually good friends with one of my aunties. So that was really, really cool. Or one of my titas. So that was really great, and the food was delicious. Like it was so good. It was literally like eating at my aunt's house, and it was really great. And then we also got invited to a girls' night or sorry, I got invited to a girls' night at my friend's house, and that was just really cool to have a charcuterie board and some wine and just chat and, you know, just do some good old girl talk, and that was really fun. But that's everything for this plan with me. I really hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you're doing well, and take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.